This is Christopher calling from RateWatch. I was wondering if there was
Here at RateWatch, what we do is a very simple concept. All financial institutions need to know what their competition is doing. So rather than having somebody inside the bank pick up the phone and call their competitors and ask what the interest rates are, they subscribe to our service, and what we do is then show them how they stack up against their competitors for their various products that they offer, whether it's CDs, money markets, interest checking.
Data is extremely important, and the more data, the richer the data, the easier it is to try to answer the questions that we're going after.
Without the RateWatch data, there is no way you can go back in time and collect data from banks 10 years ago. And there is no way that I, as an individual researcher, can interview 1,000 banks. So it provides me with the history of these transactions, but also the broadness across the economy.
When you don't have a lot of data, you have to make a lot of assumptions to get things off the ground. But when you have a richness of data, you don't have to bring in a lot of extra data sources. I'm using the RateWatch data to study the behavior of retail banks in setting their fees and looking at ultimately how that impacts consumers' search costs and their ability to compare fees across other banks.
The RateWatch data is like a Lego box. You start building one thing, and then you realize you could build a giraffe. And then you realize you could build a fire truck. There's so much data, and it's so complex and so deep that it doesn't simply, it isn't limited to one analysis.
Just think with the richness of the data, there's a lot of different types of research projects I could do. I could talk about entry and exit and how the market structure changed over that time.
There are a multitude of ideas in my head. The second project will take 4 months. The third and fourth project will take less than 2 months. Once we learned how to use the data, the learning curve moved us forward quickly.
The RateWatch people have been extraordinary in helping me get the data that I need. They have provided me with lots of customer service help anytime I had questions.
You can take the academic research and convert it to applied research. You can publish it in peer-reviewed journals, but you can also communicate it to the regulators in the industry.
The types of questions that I'm trying to answer, I think, is a very important question. It's a question that people in the government, regulators, would be interested in. It's a question that banks themselves would be interested in.